woke up, couple bodies from the club dealing with this hangover. God damn.
Who ordered the cheeseburger with AIDS? I ordered the hamburger deluxe. Oh, honey. In this restaurant, you order a hamburger deluxe. It come with french fries and AIDS. Do anybody got a problem with that? Yeah. I'm an American. And you can't make me eat no AIDS burger. Oh, honey, it's too late for that. Faggot's been breeding your cows, freezing your chickens, and pouring your beer long before I walk my sexy ass up in this motherfucker. Everything on your goddamn table got AIDS. Well, you still ain't making me eat no AIDS burger. Oh, honey, all you got to do next time is say, hold the AIDS. Here, eat it. Pew, 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 pew. Bitch, you walk up in my house, you gonna eat my food the way I fucking make it. Tip your waitress. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
For those who are utterly confused right now, that was a brief monologue by Scott of Lafayette from True Blood.
I figured that.
Yeah.
Damn it. I was about to say, man, is that True Blood?
Yes.
But it just like came out the blue, and I was like, we about to get canceled.
Hey, before I walk my sexy ass up in this motherfucker, everything on your goddamn table got AIDS. Rest in peace to the God, man.
Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm. So, before we even get started.
That must have been a big ass shit, huh?
I'm about to say, I feel like it's
been going on for a while.
That bitch been going.
Oh, man. So, first things first, happy Pride Month. God damn it. Nicole made a shirt. Nicole made me and the boys shirts. And also, to get the sadness out of the way, we also have to say rest in peace to Master P's daughter.
Absolutely.
Tay-Tay, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, rest in peace to the God. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take this little shotty shot real quick that CharleeSummer does not want to take. Let's do it.
You would think that after a certain age, peer pressure wasn't a problem.
No, but it's still a problem, Charlie. We all waiting on you, bro. You holding the show.
Well, I'm getting tired. I don't know what to do.
Better move your ass, Charlie. Salute to Master P's daughter and happy Pride Month. God damn it.
That's a bad move.
Ooh. See, I wish we was outside, because if we was outside, it'd be like, whoa.
That was crazy.
Don't you put that shit on my goddamn floor, Charlie.
That shit wasn't that bad.
I told you it was good, man.
Welcome, everybody, to
It's
the Hangover
Jameson.
Podcast. I am your host, Trey, a.k.a. Walter White, a.k.a. Come
Stem
on,
cells. Oh.
Bring it on, hooker. I've been on state since high school. Nobody remember that scene? Nobody? God damn it.
Move this man!
There was a scene in True Blood where Tara came in and started throwing a bunch of shit at Lafayette because he pissed her off and he just took his baseball.
Once again, Scott, you are the only motherfucker who remembers every scene from everything you've ever watched and expect everybody else to remember.
He started batting that shit out the way. Bring it on, hooker. I was all state in high school.
I've never seen True Blood.
God damn it.
Wow.
My stomach warm.
Move this man!
Sitting across from me, as always, is Takeoff Music's very own Mr. TRTL. Back again. Sitting to my left, we have the beautiful, the illustrious, the baby mama drama, the gorgeous, the sexified,
The breastfeeding.
that gave money to some drag queens today. We have Miss Nikki P.
Hello.
And then sitting all the way to my left for the second motherfucking time, we have my inspiration, one of the people that helped start the Hangover podcast, the acting phenomenon, the director of such short films you might have seen, such as, and don't cancel me when I say this, it is called Faggot. He also has the short film Stay at Home. He also has his new short film out, Mind Your Business. The God, Mr. CharleeSummer.
Hey, man, you need to introduce me in every fucking thing. Shit. When I walk into Walmart, I want an introduction. Over
the intercom.
He has acted with the greats such as Robin Williams.
Rest in peace to the God.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, man.
How is your new short film doing?
It's still in production.
Oh, you got another one?
Yeah.
I was talking about my
last
business.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's doing pretty good. I hadn't promoted it the way I was supposed to promote it. The way I did on that first production.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which first production? The F word?
No.
I don't want to keep saying it.
No. Stay at home.
Stay at home.
So
yeah, that bitch blew up.
With that, it's like, okay, when you do something and it blows up and you say, okay, I'm not going to do, you strategically not do that to see what happens. It's like, okay, that's what it is. Yep. Don't do anything different from what studio systems do. I mean, it's promote yourself just the same way. If you want them to give you money, give me money. Promote yourself. Mm-hmm. They're going to give you money because they say that's the same thing we're going to do anyway. So, hey, you go get them.
Gotcha.
That's what it is.
And can we get a sneak preview of what's the new one?
The new project is called A Stranger.
A Stranger? Is it another
The
horror?
Stranger.
Suspense.
Oh, I love suspense.
Don't
spoil it now.
I'm trying to just see it without spoiling it. It's a project. It was my very first project that I wrote in film school. And when I went to the storage, I want to say like 4 months ago, and I needed to shoot something. Mm-hmm. I said, let me shoot this. It's only like two, 3 characters. Technically 4.
Can I get in it?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. You want to get in it too?
Fucking right.
Shit.
You want to get in it too?
She don't want to get.
God, can I have a wait? No, you gotta ask the right question. Can I have a speaking role?
Yeah.
Oh shit, let's go.
Hey, look, man,
gave
look.
his ass nothing.
When you
You in it, nigga.
When you the person that make the project, hey, look, you want to fly that motherfucker? You can fly in it too. You know what I mean?
God damn. So
Hey,
everything.
why you clowning? I got some superhero projects about to come out.
Let's go. I've been waiting to flex these pecs.
Can you imagine fucking Scott going through like boot camp training and come out ripped? Looking like Chris Evans in the first Captain America.
God damn.
Nikki would divorce you just because she know your ass be out here cheating.
Damn. Damn. Look at her. First of all, I'd be the one to cheat first. Oh man, what else you got going on?
I don't cheat. Huh?
Black men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying?
Black men don't cheat.
It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. God said, blacketh don't cheateth. Nigalations 69.
Sure.
Like Fetty Wap winking. I don't see shit.
Sure.
So what else you got going on, Charlie? I know you a busy man.
Oh, talking about me. Oh, that.
Talk about me. Yes, nigga.
The Stranger project is really a test project, so I can get my shooting down pat the way I wanted to move forward into this project called Heels, which is a cop drama about 2 women detectives in New Orleans. And guess who's going to be in that project?
Who?
This guy.
You heard me. I've been waiting on him to send me the script.
I've been telling him about that project for what? Over a year. Over a year. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you go play
now,
this part.
I
Scott
actually
get to
have
be
a
a drug
job
dealer?
that will let me do this.
Does Scott get to be a drug dealer?
No, Scott is a detective.
Oh, what?
This is going to be very interesting. I can't wait.
Scott will be a detective, and not like a 1-episode detective.
You got to make him grow a
one of
mustache.
Scott is going to be one of the main characters.
Hell
throughout
yeah.
the project.
There you go, my guy.
Scott is going to be in Heels.
And if I was ever going to have my acting debut, I wouldn't want him to be with anybody else but my guy, Mr. CharleeSummer. Are you going to be in your own show?
Nope.
Lord have mercy.
I got to stay behind the scenes on this one.
So, talking about, well, you know what? Let's get through the fucking intro. Let's see if we have any.
Before we dive in.
Wrong one.
I know, I just make it a thing.
Top fans,
It's all the people that like our shit.
It's top fans. If you ain't on this list,
You can suck our dicks.
respectfully.
Give it up for that man. All right, and then for 1 year, oh shit! Congratulations. For 1 year, we have Mr. Jason Dufresne, Mr. Larry Frederick, Mr. Devin Whitmore, and Mr. Swamp Thing Nicholson himself.
Hey-o.
Finally made it to the 1 year mark. And then for 9 months, we have Mr. Sean.
We have Sean, the Dawn, Nicholson.
Oh, shit. I was about to drop the M word. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
This man.
Milligan. Damn.
Milligan.
Milligan.
Wow.
Milligan.
Sean.
See, I told him all he could do, he could have the rest of May, and that was it. And now here you go trying to undermine me, and look what happened.
Sean, you let this woman hold your child. Just
sorry.
remember that.
Okay, bro.
And then for 5 months, we have Mr. Dustin Spencer. Damn.
That was for Nikki.
Oh,
That
okay.
was-
I appreciate you.
And then for 2 months, we got Mr. Matthew Lazar.
Lazara.
Who's that?
Hey, you know who we ain't got this one?
Speak on it.
Jenkins.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. I sold that man some speakers and he dipped out on you, raggedy bastard. I knew you was gonna do that shit. Knew you just listen to the podcast so you can get a deal.
All of that shit, so one day I can slide him in and be like, come on, man, I'm a top fan. Come on.
Let me use my badge discount. It's not a thing, guys. It's not.
All right, let's see if we have any voicemails. Voicemails.
All you wanna do is party all night.
Uh-oh. Good.
I was gonna give you some background music.
Voicemail. Voicemail.
It's about to drop the beat, cuz.
Hey. Oh, voicemail for your ears. Voicemail. Oh, do it for your daddy. Do it for your mama. Do it for the Grammy. Do it for the your honor. Oh, why we in court all of a sudden? Going to jail. Damn. I just started watching the
judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge.
Throwback.
God damn. DJ Black and Mob.
Don't say that. He ain't here. He don't, no, we
DJ
won't drop his
Black
name.
and the motherfucker.
He might. I'm about to say he might find something to copyright. I don't know. That nigga Black and Mild be on his coins.
All right, and speak of the devil, Mr. Dusty, he put himself as Spencer, the original top fan. Here we. Am I still connected?
Technically, he was. So yeah,
Technically.
I'll give it to him.
I guess. All right, first one. Let's go.
What's good, Hangover?
There it
Got a couple of comments. Just want to talk about it real quick. Me getting that top fan spot back. That's the fucking business.
Good job.
Been working my ass off to try to get that back.
Proud of you, bud.
Fucking the original motherfuckers. Anyway, the real thing I want to talk about is when the fuck is Turtle gonna put out some new music, bruh?
Hey.
We've been waiting, bro. The game in a drought. When we gonna get that new TRTL track? That's what I want to know.
Coincidentally.
Anyway,
coincidentally.
y'all have fun. I'm gonna get hot on this fucking roof. Y'all gonna have like 3 more from me this week because I've been lacking.
Enjoy yourself.
But I hope y'all have a good day.
Please don't call us from the
Talk to y'all soon.
Okay, pause. There was but the thing he said before Turtle. What was it?
He's just happy to have his happy fans. Top
fan
fan back.
That. Thank you.
Oh.
To comment on that, I love when people are like, "I worked my ass off. You fiddled your thumbs."
Hey,
sir."
Hey. Do not downplay the fans.
Don't downplay the top.
Do not downplay all. We appreciate every share.
Play with our top fans.
We appreciate
Right.
every
We
share,
appreciate every
every like,
fucking thing.
every
Put the camera-
comment.
Put the camera on me. I appreciate every fucking thing that
Share.
y'all do. Nobody worried about her. Nobody worried about her.
She wasn't even here last episode.
Look. I'm not telling them not to do it. I'm just saying
There it is.
there should be more top fans because there shouldn't be that much up.
All right, Turtle, do you have a response?
Yes, I actually do. Coincidentally, that's fucking exactly. I've actually been promoting a few snippets of what I've been working on lately on social media. Yeah, it's been getting a pretty good response. You know,
excited?
Absolutely. I feel like it's definitely my most organic work that I've come out with in a long time. I wouldn't say it's like the Gas where it was like hit song after hit song after hit song. This was a little more personal. You know what I'm saying? I got a little more deeper
More
now.
vibe.
Yeah. It's definitely more of a opening of myself, me stepping into me a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Not faking the funk. You know what I'm saying?
Good shit.
Letting it happen just a little bit more naturally. You know.
Give it to yourself one time.
Thank you.
One time.
You know.
When that shit drop, everybody go say Kendrick LaHoo.
Oh,
Hey,
Relax.
you know what I'm saying?
Let's all
You know what I'm
relax.
saying?
Let's all relax.
Hey, fuck
let
what
me
you
get
talking
this
about.
man his
Fuck
flowers.
what you talking about. That's what I'm saying, Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Fuck what they talking about.
Shit.
This man said he could take Joyner Lucas in a battle. I'm like, man.
I can. I fucking take on plenty of niggas in a battle.
I don't know.
I got it. Easy.
All right, next one.
It's not nothing.
Here come this guy. This fucking guy.
What's up, fuckers? It's your favorite degenerate here. The one, the only, the West Bank infamous motherfucking Swamp Thing.
Hey.
I know y'all miss my voice, so I figured I'd call and leave y'all a voicemail.
Like he
Turtles,
paused for
glad
your
to have you
pause.
back, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Missed you. Show hasn't been quite as good without you there.
Hell.
Lolo's been trying to handle her business, but she's no turtle.
Damn.
Speaking of Lolo, I was going to offer to watch the Marvel movies with her, but she decided the Nutty Buddy could go. No, that's a fucking deal
She
breaker
wildin'.
right there.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Total
That's a-
deal
That's
breaker.
a dead one. I said the
But while I got y'all, instead of a usual topic or anything like that, I wanted to add on to one of Joe's One's Gotta Go.
Okay.
So here's one for you. One's Gotta Go. Arthur, the Magic School Bus, Reading Rainbow, or Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Easy.
Love you guys. Y'all stay classy.
What was the third?
Reading Rainbow. That could go. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't even know what that
Reading
is.
I
Rainbow,
have no idea.
Kunta Kinte,
No, nothing.
how he led the way for many young black
hell?
to read and spell. I'll still get rid of it, but
Yikes, serious?
I still know what it is, you piece of shit.
Yeah, right. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah,
in the
Reading
sky.
Rainbow.
There it is. There it is.
I can go twice as high.
I'm not even going to do this to this
Take a
man.
look. It's in a book.
I know that.
Reading Rainbow.
So that show came out in 83. I'm not surprised you know what that is.
Hey, man. Hey. That was not done to be an attack on me.
Yeah, I have no
Hey, I
idea
knew the
what
song
that
too,
is,
though. I got
so
you back. I got you back.
That
Well,
can go.
do y'all have answers?
Wait, what?
Do you have an answer?
For what?
To the One's Gotta Go.
The Magic School Bus.
See,
I said it. I said it. What?
See,
What?
there go the time gap though. There
What?
it is.
Yeah,
There
because
it
he
is.
was
Okay.
he grew up in the
There it is.
70s.
Because I say
I
Reading
grew up in
Rainbow
the
as
70s,
well.
goddamn it.
Nah,
Take a look. It's in the book.
Reading Rainbow. I can.
There it is.
do stuff.
All right, so Turts, which one you got?
I'm saying Reading Rainbow.
Thank
just
you.
because I've watched.
Damn.
I watched all of those more than Reading Rainbow. I was never the book kid. I didn't come into books until I was a teenager.
I mean, I love books, but I still have no idea what that is.
Now you're
so
going to put on the
Reading
angry
Rainbow.
blackface.
and I only know the Reading Rainbow song because it came on before Arthur, so I was
You heard the bounce remix.
forced to
Don't lie.
watch it. You know
Don't
what
lie.
I'm
You heard the bounce remix.
saying? Just take a look in the book, Reading Rainbow.
Look at it.
I feel like this shit was planned.
Just to make you angry.
I feel like y'all planned that shit before I even came. Right? That's the reason why you send me messages like, "Hey, Charlie, you coming?
Great job being at
We
work.
gonna talk about his age." Reading Rainbow, bitch.
You like an American Family too, don't you?
Boy, get out of here.
All right, and then we got another one from Mr. Matthew Lazara.
Lazara.
First
This is
time.
his first voicemail.
First time caller. Here we go.
How y'all doing?
Oh, hey, bud.
Long time listener, first time caller. I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on episode 87 with the Doctor Strange and Black Widow controversies.
Mm-hmm.
I think Doctor Strange was just too overhyped. People's expectations were just too high. And going into the movie and coming out just disappointed, weren't fulfilled what they thought they were going to get. And then with Black Widow, I feel that Black Widow was a good movie, but it was at the wrong time. It
Yes.
should have been before Infinity War, which was after Civil War. And us knowing her fate in Endgame is what killed it for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are y'all thoughts on it? That's
You
just
didn't.
my opinion. So I want to
Most
hear your
least
thoughts.
Interesting characters out of all of the fucking Avengers.
First of all, watch your mouth.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
He's not wrong.
I love Black Widow. I didn't love the movie.
Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch's stories aren't that deep. Like you get these powers and then it goes on. Like their further stories,
Right.
Are deep.
Well, from what he said, I will say, Matt, nothing that you said was off.
Not at all.
I will say, like, that was part of, like, I still stand by with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. The script was not great. That, like, for how many Marvel movies there have been, this is something I would have expected out of maybe movie number 2, 3, or 4, not out of movie 28. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at this point they're too far along and have too many great people on the along for the ride to be making these kind of mistakes, especially with a script. But I found out recently some of the parts that I didn't like, a lot of people really enjoyed. So maybe that's their way of justifying it to themselves because they spent the money to go see it, and they're like, "No, Doctor Strange is amazing." No, Doctor Strange is amazing. It was just not a great movie, but that's still my opinion. As far as Black Widow goes, I do think that I would have had a very different outlook on that movie had it come out in between after Civil War.
Absolutely,
because we didn't know her fate, and even though they did kind of ruin Taskmaster a little bit.
That's the only real bad part about that movie. Is
but
timing and Taskmaster.
Other than that, it was good. I like that they introduced Yelena and Red Guardian, and I love that they did that because now we're starting to see the fruits of that movie, where now we see Yelena coming into the Avengers, kind of. So I agree with everything you said. I just do still stand by. I think Doctor Strange, for what it's supposed to have been, was very lackluster. And I do get the idea that y'all, the hype around it was so and nothing hurts more than when what your expectations were better than the actual movie. Like kind of like Game of Thrones. We all the what do they call it? The theories that we had.
Yeah.
Were 10 times better than the ending.
Yep.
Literally watch, just go read comments on fucking Facebook and half of you writers will have your story already told. Go ahead.
I've never seen a Game of Thrones.
What the fuck what are you?
I've never seen one episode of the Game of Thrones.
So I know you thought you were going back to your grandmama's house after this is over.
Oh yeah, man, my grandmother made 93 years old.
Hit it for one time.
Hey-o.
93 years old. In her right mind like a steel trap.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And when I left, she was like dancing, 93, dancing. I'm like, what?
That's what's up, man. That's
Twerking.
a blessing.
Go ahead, girl.
That's a blessing.
Because back when she used to twerk, she wasn't allowed to. So now she got to get it out whenever she can.
Shutting it down.
You heard me? So,
all the way down.
What did you feel about the Marvel movies? I thought that's what you were about to say. Is I've never seen a Marvel movie.
No. I've seen it. I mean, it's certain Marvel movies. I'm gonna sit this one out. And those two that he mentioned, those were the two that I'm gonna sit these two out. I'm just not. Like I said earlier, they're the least interesting characters out of the whole bunch, and I'm not gonna
Doctor Strange, really?
Yes. I'm not a Doctor Strange fan. It's like all right, bro, but I'm not. I don't see you as a standalone character that I'm gonna sit there and watch your whole movie.
So far, in my opinion, they're right. Wong is good in those movies. His little, I don't know if you know who Wong is, but yeah, Wong carries that movie at certain points.
Yeah, he's not a standalone.
For
character.
some reason, I think Doctor Strange is great in every movie he's in except his own.
Do you
think it's the actor or the character?
I think it's the writing.
Okay.
I think it's the whoever they're getting to take over the Doctor Strange movies, fire them because they're not doing him justice.
What if it's Feige?
Feige? Then Feige needs to hire somebody that knows what to do because he needs to stop calling shots for those movies. Did you enjoy the first Doctor Strange?
I did.
I also enjoyed the first Doctor Strange. I also thought it was too short. The story was not compelling enough, and the whole movie felt like we're making this so we can get from A to B.
Yeah, and I feel like that was the problem.
We have to introduce him somehow.
I feel like that was the problem with the second one that everybody's having. It's because it was so hyped up to be this big. All right, he's taking over for RDJ, and it was just another bridge movie.
You can what?
You can overwrite your characters.
Talking to the mic?
Sometimes you can overwrite your characters.
It's almost like you've never had a podcast. It's
crazy. Yeah, man. Sometimes you can just overwrite your characters. Like you just mentioned the sidekick and how interesting the sidekick is. Yeah. A lot of times you can write characters that's so interesting to the point where it pulls away from your main character. To the point where your audience is looking forward to seeing this other person more
Urkel.
than you would be doing your main character, i.e. the Black Panther. Everybody was more looking forward to seeing Killmonger than they were for the Black Panther. And I was telling people when that movie first came out that we just watched Black Panther 2.
Yep.
We did not watch the Black Panther 1.
Yeah,
we watched the Black Panther 2.
Yep.
I'm still waiting on the Black Panther 1 to come out.
Because I love I'll agree with that. Because I love
100%.
T'Challa in Civil War. Loved Killmonger more in Black Panther.
Absolutely. He was everybody's favorite villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Still
know,
to this day.
when you come out with your characters standalone, his movie, you don't make the villain that compelling. That's like starting out bringing Heath Ledger in on the first fucking Batman.
Right.
Like you
Now
don't
the other
do
two
that.
are trash no matter what.
You don't do that. You
Right.
don't bring Heath Ledger in this one right here. You
Well,
save his ass.
I do think I do agree with what you're saying, but I also think one of the things that makes Marvel different is how compelling their villains are. Because most of the time, now according to Turtle, they've changed that a lot in DC, but most of the time, what are villains? Oh, he's the slime monster. What is his motive? He wants to take over the world. But then you look at Thanos, and you can see where he's coming from. Like, he's wrong,
You gotta keep in mind,
but you can sympathize
that's
with
an
him.
ensemble film.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
I'm talking about like these
Oh, the standalone, yeah.
Standalone.
Gotcha.
Think about it. Who was the villain in the first Thor?
Loki.
Loki.
Oh, Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Duh.
you had to be like, whoa.
Loki and the Frost Giants.
Loki and that big silver dude.
Yeah.
But you spent so much time.
Big silver dude.
You spend so much time following the story of Thor from his rise and his fall and his coming back up to the point where it's like we know who this main character is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, so
Absolutely.
What do you think, dear?
I think, regardless of what the expectation was for Doctor Strange, that script was garbage. So, regardless of how the movie was supposed to go,
It didn't.
It did not go that way.
the script itself kind of ruined the movie for me. Regardless, like I mean, I love what's her name, Wanda. I think it was a Wanda movie. I'm one of those people. And Doctor Strange is like, he's whatever.
Really?
I'm not a big Doctor Strange person.
I love Doctor Strange.
I mean, he's cool in other movies.
Don't leave him hanging. Don't leave a black man hanging.
I was about to start blowing it off because dust was catching on it.
I think he's cool in other movies. I just don't necessarily think. I mean, even the movie that
not
was his
strong
own
enough.
movie turned into a Wanda movie. And
His
then-
biggest film turned into somebody else's.
Yeah. And then what was the other?
And I didn't even see the movie.
What else was he saying?
Who? Black Widow.
The Black, yeah, I agree. That should have come out.
Timing.
Like, at any time she was under stress, I was like, oh, well, she's dead anyway. So it's
Yeah.
Right, doesn't matter. Yeah.
she survives.
Right.
It's
She
more
jumps
so-
out of a fucking airplane
Right.
and without a parachute, and you're like, well, I know how this ends.
Right,
Yeah.
she's gonna be fine.
Yeah, she's gonna be fine.
There's
so
no-
it kinda,
no
it took away
suspense.
everything for that movie.
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
And it was I thought it was a good movie, and I love her sister. I cannot wait to see
Yelena.
her. 'Cause She
Oh,
is
with her fawn
fine
ass.
as fuck.
Yeah, she is.
I love to just watch her.
That's
But
Yelena.
besides that,
Go ahead, Charlie. Speak your mind.
Truth be told,
Oh, no.
Black Widow should have came out after the second Iron Man.
See, preach, brother.
We could put it like this. Any time before it did.
Yes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
any time
After
before
the
she
second
officially died would have
Yeah.
been
I
I mean,
sufficient.
it's officially died, but it's to the point where you have another one of the
We're going to get off
least
this, guys. I
interest-
promise.
Yeah, we have.
We're going to get
I'm,
off
I'm,
this.
I'm going to say this real
No,
quick.
we're not.
You have certain characters that's like these are the cool kids, and you have certain characters like she should have came out
With the cool kids.
with the. She should have came out with get her shit out first.
Yeah.
Get it out a long time ago because now everything is just getting too.
After they introduced her in Iron Man,
Yeah.
they should have given her a movie.
People
should
were
have a
so
movie.
in the blank about what her position was until the Avengers came out. They
Yeah,
were like,
yeah.
oh,
Like,
she's a superhero.
Yeah, like
Like, yeah.
Without
you-
superpowers.
If you pick up a comic
Exactly.
book.
like you got aliens coming and she's holding her own. Like how, Sway?
I love
Hey,
this.
his biggest fan, fucking idol is a cop, so I don't want your shit.
Oh, Batman. He's a detective, sir.
Whatever, nigga. Cop, detective, they both wear badges and got handcuffs.
And he'll fuck you up, son. How many times he whipped Superman's ass? Anyway,
Once and then lost every other time after that.
a couple times.
He lost every other time after that.
All
No,
right,
Scott
so
for you.
got one more voice.
Real quick.
You know who can be Batman? A counselor.
Facts. Hit it for him. All he got to do is let go of all that childhood trauma. He stay in his rich ass mansion and just fuck bitches all day.
That bitch get a counselor. That's what it is.
I was gonna say, I feel like the reason why the Marvel villains have become so compelling is because we're in that woke society, and a lot of their villains are quote unquote woke, just extremist.
Yeah, no, and that's my thoughts on it. Is it's like you can't have like no, we're not buying. He wants to take over the world anymore. Right. We're not buying the Dr. Evil 100 million, bajillion, fulfillion.
They're spending more time making you try to identify with these.
Or making these villains identify with you.
Yeah.
Speak words, sir.
What's the movie?
Oh, okay.
The movie, man.
The one.
Boys in the Hood.
The motherfucker.
Belly.
No. The movie.
Painful.
No.
I'm just naming black movies.
Angelina Jolie.
Tomb Raider.
The
Eternals.
Maleficent.
Maleficent. Yep.
We started
Cruella.
Like we started focusing on the backstories of villains to make people start to sympathize and identify, and that's a lot of because they had shit else to write.
Yeah.
Cruella too. They did the same thing with Cruella.
Cruella,
They made you sympathize for her character.
Yeah.
Even though she kills puppies.
But there's a reason.
Blame it on mom trauma. I kill puppies.
Yeah. But like Thanos is like he's just like he's like, well, no, you can't kill 50% of our planet. It's like, dude, I did this last week. They're fucking thriving over there.
The brokest nigga just got named president.
No,
like, come on.
No kids are starving. And then you're kind of even sitting there like, fuck, maybe we should try this.
We'll do 30.
But wait, so no, we're not doing 50% because you're not picking the who's gonna buy. No, it's random. Really? Shit. All right. I feel like we can't argue with this.
Man. Hey, conspiracy theory. They might be telling us the future. They're gonna kill off 50% of our asses.
Hey, but I tell you what,
we already identified with the reason why they're doing it now.
I tell you what, bet you I leave the house at 7:50, still make it to work before 8:00.
What?
Thanks.
Yes, indeed.
Last voicemail. Here we go.
I don't believe you.
Yo, what it do, the Hangover Pod?
That's
What
Kenny.
up, Turk?
Yeah.
What up, Treezy?
Hey.
What up, Nikki P? Oh, hey, Joe. Mad at you, bro. Where that podcast?
Damn.
I'm going to have to start hitting you from every angle, bro.
Ooh,
I'm
pause.
going to hit your Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, blackpeoplemeet.com, even your MySpace, nigga. I'm going to find it. Don't worry. Where that pod? I'm going to be on you about it because I heard you was a football head. I'm trying to find out. I'll at you, boy.
Click.
Drop the goddamn podcast show.
Come on, drop the podcast, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Call me trash, will you?
Yeah, call me trash, Jimmy Garoppolo. Come on.
All right. Turtle, hit the round of applause, please. You stand up.
I missed it. You just wanted
Stand up. Stand up. Stay right there. Stand up. You know, you stand up.
Well, it's all the men?
Yeah, just the men. Just all the men stand up. All the men stand up. Real quick, guys. Hold on. We just got to get this out the way. Hit the round of applause real quick.
I know where this is going.
Men won, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell.
Men have won. Look at this. Look at this. Silence women. Silence women.
You can no longer speak.
Silence women.
All rise. The honorable niggas have won.
Johnny Depp took it, ladies and gentlemen.
One of my greatest characters that I've ever. Shaq.
Sparrow. I like him in Secret Window.
Man,
But Johnny
I just
Depp
watched Secret Window.
won, goddammit.
He won. He did it for all the testicles in the world.
Absolutely. Put all the nuts on the line and made it happen.
Thoughts initially.
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's a dub, baby.
Nikki P.
It's a dub, baby.
CharleeSummer.
I didn't think he was going. I didn't think that motherfucker was going to do it.
I didn't think so either, dog.
And the reason why I didn't think he was going to do it is because only thing you have to do, like in today's society, only thing you have to do is just be a woman and cry. That's it.
But she couldn't cry.
And when she cried, and
or lack thereof,
and nothing came out, I'm like, this motherfucker might pull it off. He just might pull it off. So yeah, I think that was the moment people start seeing it through our bullshit.
Facts.
What you got, man? What's that face for? Oh, you sleepy?
Oh, sleepy.
We had a long day at the Pride get together. But I don't know, man. I didn't see it coming, dog. Like when the first day ended, they only had 2 hours left to deliberate. The Monday came, it was a holiday. Tuesday came, they went through the whole day, still didn't. I started getting nervous. I'm like, all that's telling me is that some motherfuckers are like holding out a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? But the only thing that pisses me off about it is even though Johnny won, and mind you, I can't believe I actually have to say this, but preface with when I said women have to be quiet, it was a joke. It's not a real thing. What I'm saying is that now men should be allowed to speak up. What? I don't know. Anyway, but I think the issue lies with now. If she won, she would have came out on the front of them courthouse steps with 28 mics in front of her and would have said, this is a great day for women. No longer will a man be able to silence a woman who's been abused, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Even though he had all that evidence to the contrary,
that she was abusing
she won, and that would have been her speech, right? She lost. So what was her speech? This is a horrible day for women. It sets women back so long from days when women being abused wasn't taken seriously and other as soon as you said that shit, like I lost, we as women lost. I saw your fucking agenda.
You started trying to get everybody in on it.
Yep.
Everybody.
Like now Nikki is wrong because she's going, good job, Johnny Depp. Glad you got your life back. No, this is a loss for women, Nicole. And if you agree with Johnny Depp winning, you're
not part
women.
of the cause. You're not part of the cause. You're not on code.
I'm pretty sure most of the people supporting Johnny have been women.
Exactly.
I feel like most men have not cared.
But
which is funny to me because like several men in my office will subtly walk past me when I was watching the thing and being like, "Oh, how's it going?" But then at the same time make fun of me for watching it, but then like try and subtly get like little hints on how's it's going. And I'm like,
that shit was amazing. That trial was better than any Netflix show I've ever watched.
Yeah. It kept me occupied. Well, I mean, we're busy at work, but like it definitely like
filled the holes.
Yeah, I fucking loved every second of that. I didn't want to watch the reels. I'm so happy I watched it live because some of the things would happen. You'd be like, "Oh, they're definitely gonna make a reel out of that," and then like they didn't, or you wouldn't see it at least. And I'm
that
like,
might be the new thing.
Fuck, man.
What's that?
Them reels.
Micro content. Like D-Day said that day he came down here. That's the thing. Nobody wants to watch 6 weeks, 8-hour days of fucking trial. Yeah. Give me the summed up version.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But there were a few times that I was watching it live and it was fantastic. Like, I don't know how true this is, but they said that they broke a world record for most sustained objections in like a minute. Because every time Amber Heard's lawyer went to go talk, objection, hearsay, objection, leading, objection, lack of foundation. And then that one time, objection, leading, lack of foundation, hearsay. Can I keep going? And like the judge was like, I hear you. And finally the lawyer goes, can you... I'm trying. Son almost died.
Rejection like Sonic Ring.
Shit. You just saw that poor woman deflate. But then what made it even better
would you like
was,
to say anything?
Did you see her talking to the TMZ guy?
No.
She said, you saw it?
No, sum it up.
she basically just tried to accuse him on the stand of like, oh, every fucking week now. So to sum it up, she basically went, it's by your foot right here. She basically said, so you know that there was going to be a bunch of cameras here today, right? And he was like, I'm aware. And she was like, so this is a great way for you to get your 15 minutes of fame, huh? By sticking up for Johnny. And he was like, no, actually, he's like, I'm putting myself on the bad end of one of the most like notorious journalists, like, because he was basically talking about shit that he wasn't supposed to talk about with TMZ. He's like, if anything, I could say the same thing about you for representing Amber Heard. And she was like, oh, me? What's the first thing that bitch did the next day? She was on USA Today giving a fucking interview.
Yep.
And she had makeup on.
Raggedy bitch.
Did y'all notice that?
Of course. But I don't know, man. I just feel like there has been like, I'm not saying that domestic violence against women doesn't happen. But what I'm saying is there are women that accuse men of doing shit.
Right.
And just get away with it. And I feel like this was a way to at least make certain people think twice before making those accusations.
And Elaine came out and she was even saying, she's like, yeah, a lot of the evidence that was able to come out in the UK, we weren't able to bring out here in the US, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like 60 years down, well, I don't know how old Johnny is. However many years down the line, if it comes out that Johnny was like actually the abuser, I think most of the world will be shocked because the evidence proved otherwise.
And somebody even said, like in an article that I read yesterday, they were like, the problem was like Amber lost credibility very quickly with the jury. And they think that might have attributed to it because they were like, your body language, not what you say, but how you say it.
Yeah.
But I don't even think it was just that, bro. It was like...
Absolutely. That's how it happened.
That drove me fucking insane the way, like, the lawyer... Did you see that, Charlie? The lawyer would ask her a question, and she would turn to the jury and answer.
She was being an actress.
Yes,
yeah.
and a bad one.
She treated that shit like a goddamn movie.
Yeah.
And that's why they didn't believe her.
Yeah.
She treated that shit like a damn movie.
Yeah.
And they, like, I don't even think it was just that, though. I think it was her horrible explanation
for everything.
Yeah, it was like they would bring this to her. It's like the two pictures. They put them side by side. They were the same fucking pictures. One of them was just brightened and the contrast was turned up. She said no, they were two pictures taken at two different times. And like, no, human error, bro.
They couldn't believe anything she had to say.
And then the palette. Somebody brought up the makeup palette. And like they said, oh, well, she was just saying like it was a palette
something like this. Right.
Well, the problem is you didn't say that.
Right. You said it was this palette.
You said I used this palette to cover my bruises.
Right.
And then the company came out and said that fucking product didn't come out till after your divorce.
Right.
Now you look stupid.
Right. Everything you're saying is
under a microscope.
Yep.
So
and it's not credible.
You know what another big problem is? She's going to ride off in the sunset like nothing fucking happened.
What you mean?
Nobody's going to ever bring it back up. I mean, she got to pay him.
Yeah.
She got to pay him. Right?
I think her career's over.
Yeah, she got to pay him like $10 million. I think she might get blackballed for a little while, pop up on OnlyFans for a little bit. I heard they hiring, they looking for her. They've been adding her on Twitter.
I don't think that's enough, man.
Shit, niggas making a bag off of OnlyFans.
So
some niggas like getting their bad share.
If he would have if the verdict would have went against him, what would have happened to him?
He would have owed her upwards of $100 million.
Yes. She only owed him 10.
Yeah, because
he got to pay her too, but she owed him 10.
They only agreed.
Yeah, he sued for 50.
To 15, and then Amber won she 2. Owes him 13 because he won the thing for 15. She won it for 2. So math, 13.
Gotcha. I thought it was 10 and then 2.
It was 10 and then 5.
Well, apparently
on the different counts.
The punitive damages got dropped to almost $500,000.
Oh, yeah. I was the one that sent that message, huh? I was like 10 and then 5. That's 15. Oh, okay. Yep. Smoke weed, guys. Let's smoke weed.
Are we going to come up with a hashtag as Ben?
What?
Are we gonna come up with a hashtag like they had Me Too? Can we come up with something?
Men too.
Men
Men
Too.
Too.
Men. God damn it, that was quick.
No, they've done it already.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate you.
God damn it.
I appreciate y'all for believing in me.
Like, damn, babe.
I thought she was that fucking talented.
Damn.
God damn it.
That boy is good.
Boy got talent.
But wait, what point were you making? You thought that like he'd have went to jail?
Yeah, I thought.
No, it was civil. It wasn't criminal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
But if it would have been a criminal case, it would apparently been a lot longer.
Handcuffs.
It's not even a
love to see her
long
leave in
thing.
handcuffs.
It was just the thing of like she was just accusing everybody of lying on like.
That's
lying
it. That
on
was
the
her only
stand.
defense.
It's like, oh, I'm the only one telling the truth.
She's the only one telling the
Everybody else is lying, and it's just like I wish that she could have been prosecuted because
Oh yeah.
clearly she was the one lying
She'd have got hit over the head.
on stand.
Well, like it was also that thing like the trailer park. They went to the trailer park together, the fancy one. What? Oh,
I
say
don't
that.
know him.
Yeah, right.
I don't know who that is.
she was like, yeah, Johnny brought me into the trailer. He trashed the trailer, beat me, and the owner of the trailer was very upset because of how badly he trashed it. Oh, well, just so happens we brought the owner of the trailer here. Sir, how bad was the trailer trashed? There was like one light that goes in the ceiling. It was hanging. Did you see them fighting? I heard some like, verbal, but I didn't see anything. Interesting. Amber, how do you feel about what this man said? I don't know who he is.
He could be anybody. A lot of people are coming out of the woodworks to be on this trial. He could be anybody. I don't know who that is.
But Amber, he's the owner of the trailer that you're talking about.
I don't know who that is. Like I said.
That's it. That's all. Every single person that would come out, it's like, oh, well, this is what happened. People are crying on the fucking stand because of Johnny, and they're just like, I just feel so bad for my friend that he had. I saw her do this to him, or like whatever the case may be, and then she get up there and be like, nah, he's lying. Nah,
They're all lying.
Wrong.
Pieces of shit.
That's incorrect.
I am a child of God, and they suck.
I don't know who that is. People are coming out the woodwork.
Well, at least my guy Johnny got the fucking dub, man.
Let's go, man.
I'm
13
very ready
million
to see what movies
back
he
in the
is
bank,
after
you
the
know?
fact.
He don't even want the money.
So?
No, he don't want the money.
So?
He wants
It's
his,
just the
he
acting.
wants his career back. He wants to know, look, I've been telling y'all for 6 fucking years that I didn't do this to this bitch. Justice has prevailed. Give me my money.
Now we need to see.
Will they
now
give
we need.
him his career back?
I was just about to
There's
say
already
that.
a couple.
We need to see fucking Johnny in the Marvelverse now. Goddammit. I think that'll be his ultimate reward.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
No, you can't put him in the Marvel verse.
why?
Well, why?
Because he's going to shit on every fucking body.
He's gonna be that
gonna
villain
wanna
that we
watch
was talking about. Huh?
You're not going to want to watch any other motherfucking movie but his.
Put on the one
Hey.
that Johnny Depp was in, girl.
God damn it, they bringing Iron Man back. So what?
Is Johnny Depp in the suit?
I love that. The fucking Iron Man suit come back out of nowhere. It opens
And
up
Johnny
and you see that
Depp.
fucking face.
What?
I get Marvel. I understand how much that does not make sense.
Bro,
But imagine the fucking box office.
bro, can you imagine that motherfucking lid come up and it's Jack Sparrow?
Oh,
What? The multiverse would blow up. Did y'all hear about they finally started shooting for Iron Heart? Jesus Christ. They finally started shooting for Iron Heart.
they pick up Tupac.
Tupac!
No, I didn't. I didn't.
You know what Iron Heart is?
Yeah.
That's the female.
Yep. Young black female.
Which,
How y'all feel that's gonna shake up the verse? As it's
from what
going
I've been
right
hearing
now?
about the Obi-Wan show, apparently people are going to lose their fucking minds
About
In a good way.
about the black girl.
Oh yeah, bro. The way that let's touch on that.
Oh,
real quick.
well, we
I
can
know
finish
it's
up
not
with
on the
Ironheart.
list.
We can finish up with Ironheart.
Nah, but I just want to say, yo, the way that y'all are talking about this chick is fucking disgusting, yo. I've never been more disgusted with the people in the world in my life, bro. That is some racist ass, fucked up ass shit. Y'all need to let that girl be great because she's doing a phenomenal fucking job.
First of all, the one that I saw, I mean, aside from the N-words with the hard R's.
What?
Oh, yes. Aside from the death threats.
Yes. Star Wars fans are turning out to be some bigot, racist ass motherfuckers. And I am very, very disappointed to say that I was a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
After the way that I've seen the way that they talked about
That's
her,
why
it's
I never
disgusting.
liked y'all motherfuckers.
John
I
Boy.
always thought y'all was stupid as hell.
Now I'm like, Okay, what are we talking about?
Dude,
again?
like out of all the movies, Ironheart.
Ironheart is
Ironheart
something
is
different.
Is different. This is a chick from the Obi-Wan series. She's
okay. So I've been seeing like some prints
Yes.
of her in a black.
yes.
Okay, that's who that. Okay, so that's part of. Okay, I'm thinking you're talking about
Ironheart. Yeah. No.
The
It just
spinoff of
crossed over.
Iron Man with the black girl is going to be Iron
That's
Man.
coming out. Yeah, they just started shooting for that.
But I mentioned he asked like, "Oh, how do y'all feel about that?" And I'm like, "Well, the way that they're treating the poor girl from fucking Star Wars."
and that's what I was gonna use my
Okay,
reaction
okay,
comparison to. Yeah.
Bring my slow ass back.
It's all right, old man. I know you're in
Nah,
your wheelchair. Just-
because with it being
goddamn it.
with it being one of those cult fan bases like Star Wars, do
Mm-hmm.
you think they're gonna get the same response?
I don't know, man. I feel like what got me was
Because another sidebar, they did the same thing when they dropped the new Batgirl.
Yes.
when they dropped the black Batgirl.
they've done that to so many different black actresses when they come out on different things. But it's funny to me how crazy apparently the death threats and the racism got that Star Wars themselves, like as a company,
Yeah.
released a statement. The
Right.
guy, Ewan McGregor, that plays Obi-Wan, he released a statement.
Yeah.
Like, y'all got to cut this shit out.
Yeah.
Like,
You think that's gonna stop him?
No.
Fuck no.
no, but the way that some of them Star Wars nerds are, I feel like if maybe they hear it from Daddy,
Yeah.
it
Type
might
shit.
change something a little bit.
Type
Like
shit.
Obi-Wan basically came out and said, if you're racist, you're not a real Star Wars fan. So I could see some of them being like, well, no. Like, I didn't mean,
we didn't say.
I didn't mean it with the hard R. I meant to say, what's the Neega, which means king. You know?
Sure.
Did
Sure.
the same shit happen with Idris Elba
Oh my God, the
Yes.
same shit happened with
when he
fucking
played
Chadwick Boseman.
when he played
Heimdall?
Creed.
Heimdall.
Yeah.
No.
When he played Heimdall,
Yeah.
that was the same shit happened, right?
Yeah. But they trying to blame it on blackwashing, but these characters are written as black characters. Like third sister in the Star Wars books is a black woman. Fucking
Fuck the books. Fuck the books. It's fiction.
Ironheart came out like maybe 5 years ago as a young black girl. Fucking
And wasn't she
that woman dies and a black girl picks up her helm.
What was her name? Black Panther's sister? Shuri.
Shuri? Yeah.
Shuri. Wasn't she an Ironheart at one point?
Yeah, her and Ironheart, that's who makes her suit. That's
Okay,
who makes
okay,
Ironheart's
okay,
suit.
okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
That's who they was expecting. They was expecting to just, since it was the Marvel verse, they was going to tie the two
Ironheart is the
together.
Iron Man girl, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You can hop in here anytime you want, babe.
How do you feel about it, Nikki, as a woman of opposite race?
As a woman of no race. A girl has no name.
Sometimes it's pointless to try and speak.
Oh, shit.
One, ever since Scott said daddy as far as Obi-Wan, I've only been thinking of Obi-Wan as daddy. Second, if she's receiving death threats of any kind, it should just because she's a bad guy. That should be the only reason she should be receiving.
Yo, I swear to God, if you kill Obi-Wan, like that type of shit.
Right, that I understand.
Yeah, not oh you're black, because I'm pretty sure Finn got some hate
He
mail.
got a lot.
Yeah,
when
John
the movies
Boyega
came out
Yep.
as well.
Yeah, he did. He got a lot of flack.
Suck it the fuck up, because this fan base has been everything white, and then it's the fact of the matter that like you
This is.
literally have aliens and all these other breeds
That
of
are
aliens
blue.
that are all sorts of colors, and God forbid someone's on screen that's fucking brown instead of purple or green, and y'all lose your fucking minds.
All right.
Like,
But nobody had a problem with Mace Windu. That's all I'm
Ever.
saying.
I never understood that.
That's all I'm saying. Motherfucker.
Did Mace Windu come back in The Mandalorian?
I have no idea.
I thought he did.
I have no idea.
Mace Windu.
No.
Which one is that?
No?
No, that's Samuel Jackson.
No, the fuck it's not.
Yes, it is. Mace Windu is Samuel Jackson, sir.
Oh, I thought you. Sorry. I thought you meant the guy in The Mandalorian was Samuel L. Jackson. I'm like, I know who the fuck Samuel L. Jackson is. All right. No, Mace Windu is the purple lightsaber.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I did not know.
His
And
minute-
nobody even flipped out about that. Fuck, they called him a
wonder
legend
if-
because of
if
that
it's
shit.
just
He
because
told
it's
George
who he
Lucas,
is.
I want a purple lightsaber. He was like, they don't have one. He was like, make me one. George Lucas wrote out an entire fucking category for the purple lightsaber just so it can make sense for Samuel Jackson to have purple lightsaber.
And of course, grape soda, black men came together.
God, racist.
I feel like even I feel like even the racists have some black men that they're okay with having as black men.
Because
if you get
The Black Panther,
I get what you're
the
saying.
one that's got
Well,
black
like-
in his name. That's the only one they
No,
approve
she's
of.
saying like they'll
no,
let
I mean,
certain
like-
shit ride. Like
like-
Samuel Jackson can do whatever he wants. And
Right.
nobody gives him
Yeah.
shit.
no one's gonna
Yeah.
be racist towards him.
Right, Denzel, Sam
Yeah.
Bell, Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman.
I feel like there's certain black men that people are like, oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
They're vetted black men.
He's one of the good ones.
Yeah, like,
There it is.
he's not that hard R, you know? It's fine.
He's not the hard R. He's a slight A.
Ones they felt like they've grown up with.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
If it was
Everybody grew up with Morgan Freeman.
I was just about to say if it was Morgan Freeman.
They would have not tripped at all. They'd have been like, fucking right, Morgan Freeman's Darth Vader. We knew it.
So how do y'all? I know we've had this. What?
It's been a lot of years.
Oh, I know.
just
I
wanted
know
to
we've had this
Luke, I am your
conversation.
father.
God damn it.
And it was very well. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're fine. I know we had this conversation once before, but I definitely wanted to like get another black perspective on it.
Making words up.
Men too.
Them bitches be sounding racist.
So how do you feel about the idea of stop making white characters black and start making more good black characters?
I feel that, yeah, absolutely. I will say that.
Like them saying that they wanted to make
I don't
Superman
feel that.
black.
I don't feel the answer to whitewashing is blackwashing.
Mm.
I will say that. I don't feel like you need to change all of the written white characters to be black. Just make more black characters. DC recently did it. They dropped a new character, only known as Naomi right now because she's still in the infancy phase of her superpowers. But she's a young black girl, fucking from another universe type shit. But it's based on pretty much a lot of struggles that a young black girl would go through with superpowers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's more to reach out to that dynamic. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's possible, and it's a successful to where they've turned it into a TV show.
Charles?
Is this thing on?
It is.
Charles Xavier. I was like, what?
I agree with that, and then I don't, because if you like really think about it, if we just kind of what would you say stop making black people into white characters and just give them their own thing, that's what we saying?
Yeah, stop making already white characters black, and start making good black characters. Like what's his name? The Lightning?
Black Lightning?
Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Why not use him? He was dope.
They did. It worked for 4 seasons.
Make the fucking Green Lantern. Make him
John Stewart. It's in
the
plans.
The Green Lantern that I knew was black.
It's in works.
You know what, man? I think we can do that after like this upcoming 10 years. Because you got to think about it, man. Every time they come out with an Egyptian film, what are they? They're fucking white.
White. Yep.
Which is wild.
Right.
They always fucking white. What was
No.
the last one they did?
I'm against whitewashing too. By the way.
Yeah.
Just so we're out there.
So, but at the end of the day, I kind of look at it like, okay, all of these iconic characters that we have that was kind of built since before y'all asses was born. Yeah, my asses was born. They know Superman, so we just gonna start all over with this new guy and expect the world will grow with this person.
John Wick.
Right.
Who?
John Wick's a character nobody had ever heard of before. They made 3 movies off of that motherfucker.
No,
Now
he
he's a
means
character.
he means
John
he's a
Wick was
black
white.
guy.
No, what I'm saying is, like, it's still possible.
No, listen. He's saying everybody knew Superman as a
Everybody
white guy
know
growing
these
up.
people.
Right.
So if
know
you
these
change it to a
different
black man
characters.
all of a sudden, John Wick was always white.
Right.
So your comparison to John Wick didn't make any sense there. That's what I was pointing out.
Huh? I
feel like you completely missed what Charlie said.
I thought what Charlie was saying was we already know Superman because he was been around since before we went. Now
Exactly.
we're gonna start making new characters.
No, we're not gonna. He's saying he doesn't want to
Charlie, what
change
were you
Superman
saying?
to a black man because we knew him growing up as a white man.
My thing is, all
So
right,
it's harder to grow with that character.
Charlie, what were you saying?
if we going can you change Superman into a black man? I think you can. Yeah, you definitely can. And can he grow with everybody? Yeah, but you got to keep in mind that's Superman.
Yes.
That's Superman, and everybody can identify with. So there's already a platform for that specific character, no matter what gender or what color you put that character on.
Yes.
So what we're saying is we're going to not put black people in those characters that already have this huge platform and start creating them from scratch.
Right.
And how easy would that be?
Not very easy.
If they're good, that's where the John Wick
inside of a
comparison came in.
Yeah, but that. I think the only thing you can really compare like is what? Blade. That's part of Marvel, and Blade was already a black character. So we're gonna start off with the new hot black character. That's who the fuck is he?
Right.
Who's
playing
Who the fuck is
Blade?
this guy? No.
I see what you're saying.
If we just come up with a new black superhero character, it's about like good luck in the box office.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's gonna take years just for that to even catch the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's why I say 10 years.
Superman.
10 years.
Superman, I don't mind
Of being in these other characters because they've been Egyptians forever.
Right.
Superman, I don't mind.
They've been fucking airbenders. And shit. Like fuck.
Superman, I don't mind because he's an alien. Like Batman, like he said earlier, like, oh, Scott's favorite is cop. No, my favorite superhero has white privilege. That's it.
Black man walking around doing that
That's
shit.
why Batman could never be black. Batman can never be black. Like, come on.
Like I say, man, it's
you see a black man like owning a Wayne Tower in the middle of Gotham City. All right.
He's selling drugs.
You know what, bro? We can. I can tell you how we can switch that up. Look, just make Batman Nino fucking Brown.
God,
facts. That's see what I'm saying.
And he would have his stuff right in the what was the name of that project? Okay, let me just stop. This is bad.
What was that?
That was a bad joke.
Dangling the penguin over. You light skinned motherfucker.
I mean, it was just what you were saying with the thing. Is like, weren't we saying like that was the point? Is that like as far as comics go, keeping people whatever they look like in the comics, and then just coming up with new people, which is why you said the John Wick comparison. And then he brought up the Superman thing, but Superman's been white, if I'm not mistaken.
If they change him black for a couple years, I would say that's even.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but we're trying not to blackwash or whitewash.
Once a year, give us Black History Month.
Characters, the colors they're supposed to, like they were in the comics, and then just come up with new.
You got to keep.
Hold on.
We're keeping characters the color they wore because we pissing off white comic book heads.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
That's what we doing.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Finish up real quick, man.
But keep the characters what they were in the comics, and then come up with new characters like John Wick. You came up with a new character. You were able to get 3 movies out of them. You can come up with new characters. It's not the end of the world.
Right, but that's what Charlie's point was.
What about the Little Mermaid?
Yeah, they lost their mind because she was white for
black.
all these years.
And they made her black.
Yeah, black.
Yeah.
with red
I
hair.
mean, I think that's the equivalent of people not realizing that Jesus is not white. So
I mean, you know,
So to keep them quiet, we're gonna just go ahead and.
you know, that's exactly.
Did you
Jesus
fart?
Christ, yeah, he did. Nasty
But
motherfucker.
you know the
Where
crazy.
everybody
I've been
turn?
wanting to fart for the longest. And I don't know that shit. Since when y'all first turned in motherfucking microphones on, and I wanted to say I have gas.
Everybody rips one.
And the
at
first
least,
thing he was
you
going
know.
to say, his old ass would have gas.
just aim it towards turtle.
All right. So, moving on.
Yeah, you sniffed
What you
it
got,
in, you nasty motherfucker.
This old water. Okay.
I'm really thirsty.
All right. So,
Nikki, how you really thirsty? You got that really big ass drink, really full in front of your face.
that is also true.
That's not water. That's
Oh.
the problem.
Oh, you poon.
All right. So,
We drank a lot. Okay.
Okay.
but in closing, no, Amber. Weaponizing the female struggle will not get you sympathy for your foolishness.
In closing,
Speaking
we're closing.
of using the female struggle to gain sympathy for your foolishness, Monique is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Look here, my babies. Look here, my babies.
I swear to God, that's
Listen
part, of
here,
the,
Precious. Listen,
part of the reason why I invited Charlie this week, because he was going off on Facebook about her. You want to tell everybody what happened, Charlie?
Do I have to tell them what happened?
I can, but I'm white. You know, she don't want me telling her story.
You know what? That inconsistent motherfucker. Look, what happened? So there was a comedy show in Detroit. And there was a quote-unquote mix-up with the contracts where D.L. Hughley was under the impression that he was going to be closing it out, and Monique thought she was going to be closing out the show. What ended up happening
DL
was,
didn't think shit. DL closed the show.
wait. But it got to the point where the show went on. Monique came out. She was upset, and she went on a whole tirade calling this man's manhood into question, his family, his dog. And she said some completely vile ass shit the whole time. And then she ran her big ass across the goddamn stage. And then I would say the only winner in that night was those fucking heels. Who made them goddamn shoes? That shit should be on a goddamn. Shit should be in a Marvel universe. Them goddamn shoes.
You gonna use them shits to hold together NASA's plans,
bruh. So she just really went in on this guy. He came out right afterwards and still talked about it for like 1 minute and then did the rest of his show in a professional manner.
Yeah.
He comes back the next day and he sends a tweet saying that what was the tweet?
I don't know.
This motherfucker.
He sent a tweet pretty much saying that if you
he showed the contract.
He didn't come out right then. He said, if you were to look at the tickets, the posters and everything else, you would see that I was the headliner.
Right.
Then she come through and say, show your contract, DL. Let's see your contract.
See, if I did that, I'd be racist.
So he said, all right, boom, motherfucker dropped the contract. But what she said was a deal memo.
Right.
So he dropped the contract, and then she showed her contract and was like, you have a deal memo, but this is a contract. In DL's deal memo, it said that he was the headliner, he was closing the show, and he had he can pick whoever was going to be on the stage. The dude had like everything laid out. And then she was like, no, that's not a contract, that's a deal memo. Then she posted her contract. And
it sounds like, in closing, somebody in promotion fucked up.
That wasn't it.
Ooh.
You don't know what else she fucking did?
Mm-mm.
Man, that woman said he came through and went on his show and basically said that, hey, look, she's a goddamn problem. Everybody else is a problem except for you. And I should have known that, and that's the reason why I shouldn't have went out there on the first place. And he said,
Oprah.
you're a queen of ashes or some shit like that. It was so tight the way he fucking killed.
Because he even said, he was like, it's never you.
Yeah, it's
Oprah's
never
the
you,
problem.
it's
Steve
everybody
Harvey's
else.
the problem. Tyler Perry's the problem. Lee Daniels is the problem. Charlemagne the God's the problem, not you.
And then she responded. And she had a clip of him talking about his daughter and how he wasn't able to protect his daughter in a rape situation. And she sit up there and try to equate that to her situation and say, you couldn't even protect your daughter. Everybody's like, oh, shit. Now you went too, you've been going too far, but now you went too damn far.
Yeah, that's far, yo.
And the problem is, Monique takes that shit and then she looks out into the crowd at black women and basically goes, you agree with me, right? Because my struggle is also your struggle.
You see what happened with, she turned on Vivica Fox.
I heard about that too.
She turned on Vivica Fox because Vivica Fox was on she's hosting the Wendy Williams show now temporarily.
Yep.
And she said, Vivica Fox said that I gave a side eye to the audience because the audience was cheering her on. And she was like, I'm giving a side eye to the audience, basically saying that, why are you encouraging this?
This bullshit.
And she gets on the live and says, I'm coming for you, Vivica.
Oh, God.
So basically her next show is going to be about Vivica Fox.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Thoughts?
Monique need to chill out. She know her blood pressure too high to be doing all that hooping and hollering.
Listen, my love. Listen, my love.
All that my love shit. She need to chill out.
You want to go first or you want me to, Daddy? The way she talked to her husband freaks me out.
Yeah, it's a little
Thoughts, babe? As a woman?
She went far, man. You went a little too far.
Yeah.
Going too far is a fucking understatement.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a fucking understatement. It's like she
got to stop weaponizing.
She knew what she was going to do. She said she knew what she was going to do before she went on that stage. She knew she was going to do that.
Yeah. DL even says she showed up late.
He never talked to her.
Because she tried to push him back. Like, they said that's the oldest trick in the book. Like, you supposed to go on or before somebody, so you wait. So finally they have to throw somebody else out there.
Yep.
Whatever. But I don't know, man. I don't like the way that she weaponized. And like, it's the same thing with Amber Heard. Like whenever Amber was like, oh, this is a loss for women all over the world. And now Monique's pulling that same bullshit where it's like, oh, while I write this from my fucking Phantom, all of you other black women that can barely, make rent or having all these other issues in life, we're the same.
Right.
Like, so fuck DL, boycott him. Bitch, we wasn't going to boycott fucking Netflix for you.
Right.
If you listen to some shit people say, you can tell that they're just weaponizing something. She weaponized women and black people, period, just to go on for whatever if she don't get something, look, they doing this to us, and she want to say it's us. No, motherfucker, they're doing that to you.
Right.
That's what the hell it is. The same
Right.
thing she talking about with they're doing this to black women. Talking about Oprah, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry. First of all, you have two people in there that want to be black women.
Right.
Second of all, Oprah is a goddamn black woman. So you're going to say they're trying to do stuff against black women? No, baby, there's a game and she don't like the word game. There's a game you are supposed to play. You're supposed to what did I say when we first started talking when you was asking about my project? I have to do what? Promote my shit.
Promote.
You have to promote your shit. And when they're like, this movie is so great, the Oscar nod, you go up there to promote your project. And when you tell them, no, my baby, because you want to sit up here and say, because I feel I deserve, you hadn't got there yet.
No. The one thing that Charlemagne said that should have stuck in the back of Monique's mind is, this industry is not what have you done. It's what are you doing? And she kept going. Like, you heard her. You was exactly what she told DL while she was on stage. You open for the kings of comedy. I close for the queens of comedy. When?
That was in 2000. What?
One?
Wait.
baby.
Was the Trade Center still up at that time?
Yes.
Yeah. And she's using that as her currency to be like, I don't fucking open for nobody, bitch. I've been in this industry for 30
They both been in the industry for the same amount of time. He probably was thinking the same goddamn thing. I'm not opening for a big ass.
Facts. If we won't be technical, he was on Def Jam before you.
Yeah. So I mean, it's, at the end of the day, it's based on what you're saying. She's using things to, she's trying to weaponize women.
Sucks.
She's trying to weaponize black women. She's trying to just weaponize black people to say, hey, look, I'm not going to have accountability to my part in any fucking thing.
You know how many rap battles I won in high school?
Because you were white.
Do you think that gives me any right to walk into the studio while Turtle's recording and going, no, that bar sucks, do it this way?
Oh, he felt like it did. Once upon a time.
But I was right.
Scott thought he was a fucking...
I don't blame her fully, though. It was her husband got a lot to do with that shit.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Look, the same...
gaslighting her ass more than anybody.
The same smoke Jada got is the same smoke his ass need to get.
Yep.
Because why would the fuck you let your wife go out there and do that shit? And she said, we plan to do that.
Yeah.
You knew your wife was going out, and you was like, okay, babe, go ahead.
Damn.
First of
goofy
all,
ass.
you about to play something?
No,
goofy ass? I thought you was going to say, hit a button, it'd be like, goofy ass.
That's crazy.
See, now I need a new button. God damn it.
Yeah, you need one that say goofy ass.
Stupid ass, looking like a stupid ass.
You're going to let your goddamn wife go out there and do all of that shit. What if D.L. Hughley would have came out and said, hey, look, after the show, I'm going to beat that big bitch up. You sent your wife out there on that goddamn tirade, and now she can't. You can, not really think about this.
Now you got to fight DL.
Now, you let your woman come out there and handle a man.
Yeah.
You cannot, it's you and would you let your old lady get in the man face? And she get in the man
You
face.
better sit your ass down.
Because you're going to have to come through and do whatever. What? I'm not saying you don't have no hands.
No. It's happened. Go ahead. No, like me trying to take hold and Scott
what you
being
did,
like,
Scott?
I'm just looking at the situation like,
Scott knocked her ass out.
please,
Fuck up.
please stop.
No, seriously, you let your woman go out into that situation. Me personally, I kind of think that you let the man to step down, let your old lady go out into that situation and fight as a man, because now.
And who is the person that she's trying to go after?
D.L. Hughley. He's another comedian.
Okay, and he's also black, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Flip the script. If DL would have came out first and cussed
This
Monique
stupid black
out,
bitch.
this fat hippo head hoe came out here and blah, 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 and he did that for 10 minutes, DL would have woke up the next morning unemployed.
Absolutely.
Canceled.
Unemployed,
Absolutely.
canceled, and everything else. And everybody still held out hope for Monique for like 4 or 5 days until she finally exposes this man's daughter. Why did she have that much fucking grace?
Right.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Women are I mean, that's clear.
I said it.
I feel like the fact that, going back to the Heard and Depp trial, there was literally a recording of Heard saying, I didn't punch you, I hit you, Johnny. And if there was a recording of Johnny saying that same exact thing to Heard, the trial would have ended. It would have
Right there.
ended.
Everybody
right
would have
there.
left.
Yep.
Everybody would have left.
It'd have been like, all right, she
I'd have
won.
turned my phone off.
But the fact that she was the one saying it, suddenly that
Hearsay.
somehow her lawyers were like, "Oh, there was so much more evidence. That recording alone,
Right.
was all the evidence they needed."
And what was
Right.
her response to that? Well, I said that because I was defending myself
yeah,
and he
I
was hitting me.
Yeah. That whole
Anyway,
The point is we know women. Not when I say women, I'm just like certain women. We know women would be weaponizing shit, and we don't say shit until it actually hurts somebody.
Do you think she's just the type of woman to try to get up to the top, trying to say like, "Oh, the only reason I'm not liked is because of the like
Trying to ride the cause type shit.
Yeah.
like oh, the only reason I'm not liked is because I'm a white woman."
And-
Right.
and it's also like I think Cat Williams kind of went through this too, where they used to be at the top. Like Monique was once one of the biggest comedians.
She still is
on
one
the
of
planet.
the biggest.
Shut up. I know where you're going with that.
My bad.
And now that time has passed.
Yeah.
But they still walk around like, oh, remember when Bow Wow was walking around on live with his hoodie up and he was like, they don't know that I'm right behind them. They don't know that it's me. They be walking around like that. And it's like, oh, cool. Like, we don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to look. You're not Kevin Hart. Sorry. Right. You're not Dave Chappelle. You're not this person. You're not that person. So it's like when we see you, oh, shit, that's fucking Monique. You know what I mean? I remember her from Soul Plane.
Hey, Queen.
What's up, Queen? Hey, how you doing? Maybe let me get a picture with you. You know what I'm like?
Nah, I'm all right.
I'm not, but I'm just saying maybe.
I'm all right.
But like,
I feel like
I
that's
don't.
the equivalent of Pierre
I think
and
some-
all them last
But the
week.
problem is that they do that shit, and now they still walk around like they're still in the early 2000s, like they're still making the Pimp Chronicles. And when they realize, oh shit, I'm not as famous as I once was, it's got to be because of the white man holding me down.
Yeah.
It's got to be because black people don't hold each other up. It's got to, like, they literally will attack everybody and then try to make it like this I'm a victim mentality, when it's like, no, you just put out a new show that you're still dope.
They mad because they just as hot as Reading Rainbow.
The fuck.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly, that's the point. That shit was back in the day. That's what you're saying, man. It's hot as Reading Rainbow. Shit.
Speaking of entitled ass people, King Harris.
Oh, this little nigga here, man.
Turn, I'll let you take this one.
Captain Duck Lips.
Captain look like his mama, but think he looks like T.I.
Oh, my God.
So start with the son, because the you know what, the son didn't piss me off quite nearly as much as his daddy.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh, I lost so much respect for T.I.
Yeah. That's.
So we'll start with the son.
All right. So now, granted, he's known to have the reputation of being just like his father.
Just like his Paul.
No matter what he looks like, sounds like, any of that. They say he's pretty much Tip in a smaller body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Tip was that when he was younger. So
He smiled more than his daddy did, though,
absolutely, because he got money.
because it's a game.
Because he got money. So I don't condone what he did at all, but I understand where the attitude comes from.
Yep.
Now, I'm sure T.I. was probably a lot more humble when he was younger from not having money. But I know for sure that's why his son isn't as humble.
Mm-hmm.
And T.I. didn't take no shit. So I'd expect that from one of his sons. You know what I'm saying? Especially that one out of all of them.
Right.
His older sons, Messiah and Damani, they're a little more laid back.
Mm-hmm.
They got their dad in them, but it's
Held down.
right. It's the more
King's
conservative
just his
Tip.
daddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Period. He's Tip. He ain't T.I. He ain't the reserved executive nigga. He
Right.
Tip. He the little nigga walking around with a big ass 45 in his pocket. Ain't got no
For
business
no reason.
having it. Right.
For no reason.
Right.
You're already rich. Anyway.
Right. That's how they say they used to identify Tip when he was back in the day. They used to be like, yeah, little Tip with the big ass gun. That's pretty much his son.
Yeah.
So I understand where the attitude comes from. Do I condone it? Absolutely.
So
not.
what'd he do?
Absolutely not. He went into a Waffle House. I'm assuming they fucked up his order because he went in there bitching about some pickles or some shit or whatever.
And he was on live, so he was extra hype.
Yeah. He was on his live popping his shit, as most of these young niggas do. So he was on there, walks into the Waffle House. You know, he's mumbling under his breath. Yeah, he motherfucker trying to say he got pickles on his business. I know he got pickles on it. Open the plate, you see the pickles. Da, 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 da. Whatever. You know, I've been there. You know, like I said, I told Scott, I was like, I can't complain about being a nigga to be pissed off about his food. I threw a burrito at a Taco Bell.
He did.
I can't judge.
He assaulted that window.
But when
set black people back 75 years.
When you're up in a public place, you're hooping and hollering and cussing, and somebody asks you, "Hey, could you not talk like that in here? I got customers."
Mm-hmm.
You mad,
right?
So you probably gonna be that.
And you're on live.
There's different levels of nigga, should I say? Some of us are more reserved to a point. Some of us are instantly just hopping to that nigga moment whenever we get a chance. So that's exactly what he did. He hopped immediately into the nigga moment and was like, fuck you, I'm on live. Don't tell me what the fucking do. I can talk however the fuck I want. That, you know, privilege he also has of being T.I.'s son. He feel like he can do whatever, whenever,
Oh,
whatever.
I knew that. I knew the privilege because, like, the first part sounded like his dad. And in the second part, when he was like, do whatever you want, and then he pulls out a stack of money, and it's like, I got your whole year right here,
right?
And like, but not showing it. He's looking into his phone, tapping the screen with it,
right.
And it's like,
and this is no disrespect to Tip, but I guarantee you, without your name, your son doesn't carry himself the same way.
Nah, absolutely.
I guarantee you. Now he probably get tested a lot more, and can probably build to that stature from the demeanor that you've built in him. But without your name, he doesn't act like that. And for you to hop on live right after he's been hooping and hollering.
Hold on, we're going to get to that in a second.
Arguing with let me finish my conversation, motherfucker. You asked me how I feel about this, goddammit.
Oh, shit.
All right?
So we're not going to converse about King first?
Don't make me king you in this motherfucker. I'll turn you into a Waffle House worker.
Uh-oh.
Extra mayonnaise.
Interesting. Turtle does not like to be interrupted. Noted.
Can't tell me hold up after you ask me what the fuck I want. God damn it.
You're moving on to the next topic.
I wasn't moving on.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Back to what the fuck I was saying.
Re-mentioning.
Everybody, you hush too, Nikki. God damn it.
Turtle.
Back to what I was saying. Thank you, Charlie, for staying so quiet. I appreciate it.
Moving on.
I appreciate it.
It's about to be Juneteenth, man. I understand.
I get my shit off. Fuck. Nah, but his dad hopping on live doesn't help him see the wrong in what he did. Like, a million people could come up to him and tell him, yo, you was fucked up for that. Whether it be people he look up to, people he don't give a fuck about, any of that. But because of what his dad did after that, it's going to let him carry himself like that for forever. Because he was in there cussing people out, telling people that he won't fight them and all of this. And it's not that serious. Like, you got money, bro. These niggas is working at Waffle House.
What? Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious. Granted, you can be upset about your food being wrong, yeah. But to take it to that degree to where you trying to, call people in the parking lot, talking about you going to come pull up
Come
and
outside,
shoot.
shake some.
Right. Talking about you going to pull up when they get off of work and pistol whip them and shit.
Yeah,
like, bro, get out of here, dude. Like,
where are you from?
Right.
You not from Bankhead.
I was about to say, you let him tell it he from Bankhead. You let him tell it he from Bankhead.
Charles.
Would he have done that if that camera wasn't on?
I feel like, yeah.
King, I think so.
Absolutely.
He would have acted like this is my first time even hearing of this kid.
I think the phone stoked the flame.
Absolutely.
But I still think, like, I don't think he would have got out of the car if he didn't have the phone in his face. But if he was in there and saw his food fucked up, I think he would have done the same thing.
Absolutely. For sure.
I guess I kind of look at it like T.I. gets on the live and talk about, we gonna talk about how he is doing this with this Waffle House worker, but we not talking about that he's an A.B. honor roll student. At the end of the day, it's like, man, your child just act the fucking ass. You think we gonna talk about him being an A.B. honor roll student because he's trying to act like you?
Right.
No.
Right.
So it's like, why?
That don't justify his grades.
And then you shit on the Waffle House employee.
Hold on, we're gonna get to that.
Okay, my bad.
Just staying on the King shit, because like I said, the T.I. shit pissed me off. So I know I got a lot of shit to talk about with that. It's just,
I mean, y'all saying y'all know this kid. This is my first time even hearing.
I just remember him from the show Hustle,
Yeah.
like the Family Hustle and shit.
Yeah.
And he was always the ugly one. And I mean, out of all the kids, he was the ugly one. I'm sorry, but what?
He still is.
Right.
Yeah.
So then from there, he's just had a reputation for popping off like his dad does. But I also think it has to do with the privilege.
Absolutely.
And then for him to be yelling the shit that he was yelling at that fucking, like, you do realize that that's an hourly worker right there, right?
Right.
He ain't got a whole lot to lose, bro.
No, not at all.
So basically, his child is.
So if I snatch you up in the middle of this fucking parking lot and take that money you was just waving around, what you gonna do?
Right. You go hope your partners get out the car. What if I got the blicky first?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, his child is extreme, like book smart and morally bankrupt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's morally bankrupt. So
he's more worried about being down than finishing school.
Absolutely. I got the AB honor roll when I was a kid, but
So
guess
did
what? I acted up. I got my ass fucked up. That little nigga doesn't at all.
I see that he want to be a rapper also.
What's he doing with all that money?
Yeah, I mean that he's rapping. He's making show money.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kids saying.
I'll believe you.
He does concerts and shit.
He's making money. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He had a co-sign from a local Atlanta group that was doing pretty fucking well at the time. And
Looking up the pictures.
and he just kept going from there. So he's actually doing pretty well.
He wanted to be a comedian too, didn't he?
No, that was the
that was his daddy.
No.
Nah, that was the second
looks
oldest.
like a joke.
Ooh.
Nikki P said at T.I., come pull up. She said she got something to say to your son.
But all right, yeah. Look, so we could jump into that.
These kids look so interesting. They all look just. This is an old picture. I would assume. Isn't that him?
Yeah, that's old.
That's an ugly man.
That's not him, right?
Yeah.
Go back.
He has blonde hair in the photo, but I'm pretty sure that's him. Look, watch, because that's him.
Yep, that's him.
Oh yeah, that's him right there.
All right, so here we go. T.I.'s response.
Before we get into the response, let's be clear. We all know T.I. has not been the actual ideal role model for what fathers should do.
Of course not.
You know,
Well,
he does an amazing job
to carry himself.
He
as
does
such.
it right. He does an amazing job at taking care of his family financially and making sure they're in the right positions. But the moral
Is he
side,
grades for that child to be in the AB honor?
nah, he's actually a smart little
I'm
kid.
sure
He's
smart
just
kid.
he's just bad as fuck. And don't get no ass whoopings. Or probably get ass whoopings, but take them like T.I. would.
Facts. But yeah, like my whole thought when I saw that was, I was like, now if I go drag you out of that fucking car, beat your fucking ass, and take that money, you gonna come back with a gun?
Yep.
Or your daddy gonna come get the money?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I feel like that's what I don't like.
That's 100% what it is.
And then finding out that not only did T.I. possibly cause this in his son, he condones it in a sense.
Yeah, absolutely. He does.
That's all right. Let's play. You got a clip? You got a clip.
You got a clip. Play the clip.
I spoke with my son. You know, me and his uncles. You know, we were perplexed by his necessity to go back and forth with a short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who was at such another level of life. Now, I had to explain to him that, you know, when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you is walking in with so much freedom and luxury, and you know, people gonna posture themselves a certain way. So therefore, you're gonna have to enjoy your life. You're gonna have to remove yourself from that energy and go enjoy your life. Point is.
All right. I was perplexed. I love that he threw that T.I. word in there. About
necessity
expeditiously
of him going back and forth with a short order cook. Why does that matter?
Because he just said he doesn't see why his son was even talking to someone at a lower level.
Like, why? How about we show everybody respect?
Exactly.
That line.
I lost a lot of respect for Tip when I heard that.
Yeah, most people, especially in that caliber, are like, oh, you know, like bringing it back, Johnny Depp. Every time he walked into the courtroom, guess who he told hello to? Every single person he passed.
Yes.
It's just like, and I think there's other celebrities I've heard that from too, is that you show everyone respect. You show the janitor the same respect you show the CEO.
Yeah.
Like it's just something you do. The fact that just because someone's lower than you,
And it's the way he said it.
yeah,
Yeah, nah.
he was like
a short order
disgusted.
We literally just said the same thing, just differently. We said, why are you ordering with these people when you have all of this money and they work in this hourly job?
Correct.
But we're saying it in a sense of,
I'm giving you respect.
right, like, bro, you got all of this fucking money in the world. They in here stressing, working. You know what I'm saying? So what? They forgot the pickles on your sandwich. Be upset, but don't take it to that extreme. You know what I'm saying? You've got way, way less problems than these people that could, possibly be going home to an eviction notice.
Yeah. You don't know what people are
Overdue
going through.
insurance, no lights, house full of kids, can't feed them. You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
And you walking in there slapping money on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I got your whole year right here in my hand.
right. Like,
Yes, you do.
There's a time to be cocky and there's a time to be a fucking human. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And that was one of those moments.
Like, the first 3 jobs I ever had in my life were all customer service.
Yep.
Me dealing with the public.
Absolutely.
And from that day forward, I now carry myself differently when I'm speaking to a customer service rep.
Absolutely.
Because not even just because sometimes just being nice to people can give you perks.
Absolutely.
And not just saying just because you're being nice to somebody, that means they're not going to spit in your food. But also, they're fucking people.
Not to.
They're fucking people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, one of the best jokes I ever heard from Daniel Tosh was maybe, he said, I think everybody should have to work in a restaurant as a waiter for 1 year minimum. And then maybe you'll realize your fucking ranch sauce is not that important.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, like, I see shit like that. And it's like, I remember watching King do all of that bullshit. And in my mind, I was like, I got to hear what T.I. had to say to this little boy. I got to hear it because I know it was some shit. And then I hear, I was perplexed at why you would go back, why he would even go waste his time going back and forth with the short order cook. And it's like, why? That's what you're putting in his head when he comes home doing dumb shit like that?
Right.
Like, not you were wrong, not whatever the fuck. Like, so we just hang out with peasants now?
Right. That's literally making your son feel like a king because he has money.
Yeah.
My thing would be
You
like,
named the motherfucker.
it would have been,
Right.
I am perplexed that he would even waste those people's time because they just happen to miss
Pickles.
pickles. Like, the amount of times I've ordered food and it
forgot
been wrong, and I'm like, oh,
And you want
fuck,
$15
man.
an hour?
And
You
then
can't
guess
even make
what?
my McChicken correctly.
I still eat the fucking food.
I do.
Yep. I scraped them
I'm
onions
not
right
gonna
the
go
fuck
back and
off.
throw the fucking food at their face because they forgot the fucking pickles.
See, now I can't say I won't go back and throw the food.
No, they were assholes.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, it's different. I've had someone, like, there's a Wendy's by my job that I'll go and get breakfast
So
at.
the pickles was on his.
On his sandwich, yeah. The pickles
So he was wrong.
Nah, he wanted no pickles.
He wanted no pickles.
Right.
And there's people that are just like, oh, I don't want to take the pickle. Like, as soon as it touches their sandwich, they're done with it.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's why I said earlier that T.I. was spending more time trying to shed light on him graduating from high school on an AB honor roll, but we're focusing on the fact that you just proved that you taught this child to be morally bankrupt.
Right.
We cannot move past the fact that you always want to be the freedom fighter.
Right.
All the goddamn time, and you raising morally fucking bankrupt children toward black people.
Right.
But you always want to be on some black people shit.
Right.
But you raising morally bankrupt fucking kids to black people.
That's facts, though.
Are we going to say anything?
That's a whole
That's
other
facts.
thing.
That's facts.
Wait, guess what? People gonna forget.
Oh, yeah. Easy like.
They're gonna forget. I really believe that T.I. is full of shit. And I had an argument about T.I. a while back. And like T.I. is trying to reinvent himself. To stay relevant for financial purposes. The same way I felt like, Snoop Dogg is trying to reinvent himself. And the same way with Scott was basically saying of weaponizing certain things. I think T.I. do that also.
Absolutely.
He definitely weaponized African American struggles and things of that nature just for him to stay relevant.
Absolutely. They try to call him an activist, and I don't really see
like
that.
But you raising kids to
act like this.
Act like this towards Charlotte the cooks, the same people that you will be an activist
for. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
The same people that's
full of
paying
shit.
for your house.
You full of shit.
Yeah. You trying to get your son to come up into an industry where he has to deal with a lot of people, and this is how you want him to treat people? Like, nobody wants to be a fan of a dickhead.
Hey, come on, man. That dude was dude went from being a drug dealer to a rapper to an activist.
Right.
I mean,
quick. And now he's trying to do comedy.
To a rapper to an activist, you're trying to do comedy. Now, at one point in time, did you really care about anybody when you was trying to do what the fuck you were doing? So why would we think he was teaching child to care about anybody?
Exactly.
Because he came from such a low place. You would think a motherfucker would at least, at the very minimum, learn to be humble.
Right.
Which, you can raise your kids however the fuck you want. Now I know who you are.
Right.
I think everybody else just figuring out who he was. I've been doing that.
But what pisses me off too is the whole, like, he's one of the first ones that's at every Black Lives Matter rally. Mm-hmm. He's on every stage sitting there talking about
that, bro.
And now it's but us, not them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean? And like, I can't rock with that.
So you're more into classism than racism.
I was just telling them that he's reinventing himself now. Like, I mean, can he sell? Can he sell records the way he used to sell records at this point? No. But he can make noise as an activist. So now you reinventing yourself to stay relevant because you can't sell records. So you got to do something else.
Yeah.
And I think, hey, he just latched onto that. So he can use that vocabulary that he learned, I don't know where.
Not to mention now he built like somebody's uncle at the barbecue.
He built like me. He built like me, man. Shut up, bro. Leave me alone.
Come on, Unc.
He built like me, bro.
Go get you some tube socks and some Skechers.
Him and Kevin Gates. I want to hear him and Kevin Gates have a conversation.
Oh man, that should be the longest, most dictionary needed.
I just remember Kevin Gates I'll never forget, talking on the Breakfast Club. I forgot what even the fuck he was talking about. He just turned and looked at DJ Envy and said, "Can I use colloquialism?" Everybody was like, "What?" And he was like, "Y'all mind if I speak in colloquialisms?" And we're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then finally Angela Yee was like, "Slang. Nigga. Like, can he speak in slang?" Oh, sure. What the fuck?
Did you see Kevin Gates in that sundress?
Yes. God damn, letting his booty meat flop out there in the desert.
That boy had hips.
That boy was finding a drink out there.
Wait, why you slowed down your speech when you said that boy had hips?
If you look at it from head to toe, you'd be like, hips. If that boy turned around, you'd just be like, cakes.
God damn, look at her, she Googling the sundress.
Trying to see the Kevin Cakes. Look.
That boy
Kevin Cakes. Name of the episode.
That boy had on a sundress and a falcon.
Hold my falcon.
Hold my falcon.
Oh shit. All right. So, moving on.
Interesting.
Yeah, right? Because he just be doing shit like that. He just do shit like that. But then what makes it even worse is he don't even smile when he do it. Like, I remember that one time.
Smile?
Maybe. But they had that video. Okay. Sure. Yeah, for Kevin Gates, that's a smile. But no, he had like that video of him shooting a bow and arrow. And like he was aiming that bit like he was fucking Hawkeye. He let that shit go. And I remember he shot it and he went. It was like, bro, are you gangster all day?
Yes.
All right, look.
Gang banging on bacon.
There's a photo of him where it looks like it's hugging him and his curves. But then, like,
I think his old lady like pulling it. He was like, "Babe,
yeah, I think it's
pull
the way
my sundress, babe."
Because then there's another picture
Try to get him to
and
see
it
my
doesn't
booty.
look as bad.
No, I see what you're saying. But like,
about the angles. Look, that's proof. Social media is fake. Look at those curves that man is pulling off in that photo.
She is grabbing the side
and
so they can see them hips.
Her boobs are like going in on his waistline perfectly to make it like look like an hourglass figure.
He like, babe, hug my dress so they can see my booty.
Yep.
Y'all go talk about Hoochie Daddy short season.
Sundress.
Sundress. Add these cheeks out.
Definitely an hourglass figure.
Sundress
but wait,
thugs.
do y'all remember the picture?
They ain't gonna hit that cakes.
Y'all remember the picture of him on a roller coaster?
Yes. Yes.
You remember that picture?
This stone cold
Look
face.
up Kevin Gates on a roller coaster. First of all, I raised my hands and screamed for no man but Allah. You think I'm supposed to smile at that?
I'm just supposed to allow this mechanical machine to bring me joy?
I done seen people die.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh shit!
What the hell?
Family on there having a blast. He and that bitch like, yeah, it's almost over. Another beer, another day.
I done seen people die.
Y'all know he was on a soccer team?
Yeah.
I know he was at YCP too. He's a little badass. Oh, but anyway. Oh shit, we forgot something.
What?
Somebody set up a GoFundMe for Amber Heard for losing the trial, and then they cut that bitch off after it got to $1 million.
It got to $1 million?
Almost.
No, there was several, and they've been like
collectively almost equal to $1 million. Yeah.
I might go set one up too and just keep the money.
Wow.
Bank out before they shut me down. You know what I'm saying? It's going straight to Amber.
And it almost got to $1 million?
Collectively.
Yeah, collectively.
If I do a motherfucking GoFundMe, I can't even get 50 cents.
Thanks.
Because
$20 is
nobody
hot.
fucking like you, Charlie.
I know, man.
$20 is a hot maximum for any GoFundMe I've ever had.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember I put up a GoFundMe one time, and it was before I even got with y'all that one time when I was just trying to start my podcast for the first time.
How much you got?
I took it down before I even shared it because I was like, I ain't gonna be that dude. Because I was asking for people to pay for my equipment.
That's like people keep asking us when we gonna get on that what's that with the P
Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah, they want us to make a Patreon and have people pay to listen. I'm like,
Nah, I'm okay with
we
I'm
got
okay
like
with a Patreon.
80 listeners, dog. We're gonna go down to 3.
I'm okay with a Patreon if we have something to offer, not just the show. Like the show, I mean, this is obviously a conversation.
Wow, you just admitted to all our fans that we have nothing to offer. They listen every week for nothing.
I mean, we're dope, but like if we start doing like maybe behind the
This man!
if we start doing like behind the scenes, extra episodes.
In Scott's defense, maybe he means if they y'all would have do like a stripper episode and they were topless.
See? That's what I be trying to tell him. He don't let me come up with creative ideas.
It's like, yeah,
that's what it is.
So how comfortable are you with your titties out? Right? Can you do a little? Just want me one
Nikki
time?
wouldn't even have to worry about feeding the baby that episode. It's already on tap.
Boom.
How many people will watch that?
You know what I'm saying?
All you gotta do. Only.
So you wouldn't let Grayson get a look. You know what I'm saying? He might be hungry.
Like a Howard Stern type.
I don't like this.
I think that would say a lot about all.
He calls me
all
executive
the
producer and then takes away my rights.
That'd be
All right. Anyway, so yeah, nope.
Hey, I was just using that example, man. It was just an example.
But you
a good
mentioned
example.
Ricky Williams took wife's last name.
Yeah, Ricky Williams took his wife's last name.
The football player?
Man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And crazy part about it was after he took it, now his name is coming back up. They're starting to look at Ricky Williams as like he really was like one of the greatest running backs
Of all time.
NFL.
Absolutely.
They're like he's in the top 30 in like NFL history. And they're just saying this now after this man took on his wife's last name.
Yeah, they didn't give it. He was too no pun intended, clouded by all the weed talk.
Yeah.
It's antisocial.
Yeah.
Clouded.
Yeah.
But first of all, initial thoughts on if you get married, taking your wife's last name. No.
My toxic masculinity is too high.
Yeah, I was about
too
to
high.
say.
I got too much toxic.
I have cursed my son
All right, so
just because of my toxic masculinity.
I am a male in my family who was blessed with the last name of my mother. So I didn't take my dad's last name. So would I be objective if my wife felt that strongly about it to where like she would be like, look, this is the only thing I ask is that you take my last name? I'd probably do it because I've already carried a woman's last name. I didn't get my last name from a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it when it comes to that. But of course, the toxic man in me wants to have little parents running around. I'm sure my dad right now was like, "What about little Harvey's nigga? That's not my last name. I'm sorry.
Sorry, bro.
Your last
You lost
name,
the argument.
Your
You were Amber Heard.
last name got your granddaddy's blood on it.
Yeah, it do. It do.
The white,
It do.
the white folk.
It do. My people will not crop farmers.
I couldn't do it.
I can't, man. I can't.
Interesting. That's why you find that most women will try and get their doctorates and masters and stuff before they get married. They'll schedule their wedding for like after, so that way their name is on their diploma.
Yeah, instead of the others.
I love
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But there's something I saw the other day.
Oh, we can't achieve this together. That's how every nigga think when that shit.
Come on, babe. Come on, babe.
Just
I know I work at the Waffle House. I got cursed out by TRTL last week. But maybe my name could be on your diploma. And then it'd be like, I got a diploma.
Just on
We
the
got a
topic
diploma.
of the last name thing, it humored me. So I kind of want to discuss it. So I saw a post the other day about women who give their kid, they'll carry them for 9 months, and they give their kid the dad's last name.
Even without marriage.
Even without
Wait,
marriage.
put it back.
And
It's the life I live.
I want to throw it out
want
of
the
the
argument.
4 grandkids that my grandparents have. 3 of us have our dad's last name. My mom and my dad were married at one point. It didn't last long.
Didn't go well.
But they were married at some point. So my mom also.
They're happy.
Yeah, they're great. They're watching their grandkid together. It's beautiful.
Nobody's dead yet.
But my mom had the last name, so it was easy.
Same.
But her post was that women carry the kid, they do all the shit, and then they give the last name to the man. Right. And she was like, oh, well, that's why I made sure I got married so that when I have a kid, I can, properly give him the last name and it not be because blah, 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 blah. And then, and then they had the fucking kid and named the kid a junior. So the dad's full name. So you over a sheet of paper. Over a sheet of paper, you went from bashing women who give just the last name to the dad.
Pre-marriage. You gave him the whole name.
Pre-marriage over, I'm married, so now I'm going to name my son my husband's full name and then add junior behind it.
What? Well,
over a sheet of paper.
How was that hypocrite? Because she technically did what she said.
She did, but it was more of just a thing of like you're picking on people for just giving their kids
just the last
name, but then you're gonna name the son the whole dad's name after you just carried him. Like your whole argument was, I just carried this kid for a whole 9 months. I'm gonna give him the dad's last name. I mean, last names aren't a big deal to me, to be honest.
But that was my mom.
It wasn't a hypocrite. That was a bad
I'm about to say,
choice.
but was that her argument? Was that she was carrying the baby for 9 months, or was it just the argument of I'm not giving the baby the last name unless I'm married?
It seemed like the argument was that I'm not going to.
I carried him for 9 months. That's what I heard.
I feel like motherfucker for 9 months, and if you don't marry me.
That's what I was.
That was the comment. That's why I was tapping it, because that was the comment that I saw one time was, if you can't even marry me and I'm carrying this fucking child, fuck you. He's getting my last name.
Fuck your 9 months, because I'm gonna have to pay for that motherfucker 18 years. You better put my goddamn name on that goddamn.
Whether I want to or not.
Shit.
Okay.
Whether I want to or not.
I'm going to jail if I don't pay for this little motherfucker.
Okay, but regardless of whether or not you're paying for him, I guarantee that woman's taking more, most of the time. That woman's taking more care.
Hey, but I can't say this for the daddies that don't pay the child support. You lost your argument before it even started. You know what I'm saying?
Good goddamn.
It was just I guess she did do the point, but it was just a thing of like, it's not hypocrisy because she did do what she wanted. She got.
I didn't hear the part where they got married. I didn't hear that part.
It was just
that's why I called her a hypocrite.
Picking on the last name only to then name your son
the full name.
Full name of your husband after you then carried him.
So it would if she's going. So you saying that if she was going to do that whole tirade, if I'm going to marry you, I'm gonna give you your name, but just not the junior.
Right.
The junior.
I feel like that was implied.
Junior off, it would have made it right.
No, I feel like it was implied. It was like, all right, look, we not married. I carried this motherfucker for 9 months, and you think you getting the last name? Fuck you. Kid's getting my last name. You want him to have your last name? Boom, we getting married. We're gonna have to. And now it's like, okay, we got married. Okay, we'll give you a whole name. Okay, Alex.
Nigga sitting at the altar like, oh shit. She said the whole name.
It rubbed me the wrong way. But it is weird going to the doctor's office and like having 2 different last names. But at the same time, I'm just like,
we were cursed either way.
Just because it's so
someone.
traditional, though. You know, that's just the traditional way, quote unquote traditional way.
I mean, that's one of the few traditions for some reason we hang on to.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know why my mind's built that
bitches is
way.
literally bending it over, busting it open in the club on the regular, but still refuse, like, there's certain shit like that. I won't give my son his last name. But you was just eating Cheetos out his asshole last week. Now you don't want to name the baby.
What did you say, Charlie?
I said I'm not taking a woman's last name.
Overall,
I'm a junior.
Right. So you want to third
junior.
stuff like that.
If anything, is like I'm gonna have to fight a woman for that motherfucker to be the third.
Right. Exactly.
Dude, Scott was like, "We're not naming him Scott."
Absolutely not.
Scott hates his name.
Really?
The moment we even
I've
found
never
out
liked my
that
name.
it was
What?
even before the pregnancy, he was like, "Yeah, we're not ever naming."
I mean, you still cursed him with having to argue with people for the rest of his life.
yeah.
His last name.
He would have had to either way.
Yeah, he was
cursed either way.
Either the person's not gonna be able to pronounce it at all, or they're gonna name it A-Bear.
Or they're
So
gonna
it's
call him
just-
A-Bear. But
there's no good last
no,
name.
like
in
I'm
that
very
situation.
big. I'm very big on names having meaning,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's why it was like we went back and forth about a couple of names, and it was like like a couple. I couldn't agree to them because I felt like we're just naming him this because it sounds good. I don't like that. I like names to have meaning.
Yeah, same.
Regardless of what the meaning is, as long as it has meaning.
Same.
Now, granted, my name technically has a meaning. I just feel like it's outdated. Apparently, there was a somebody Scott and a John somebody on one of the first man missions to the moon or some shit.
There's no
Yeah,
my
it
name
doesn't-
my name means
Scott
oceanborn.
Yeah.
My name means oceanborn.
fucking.
That's
meaning,
what Dylan means?
Yep, oceanborn.
Dylan.
Gross.
Oceanborn.
I was like, what?
can't
Can
even
you
swim.
swim?
Yes, like a fucking fish.
That was pretty racist.
Yeah, that was absolutely
Motherfuckers say
racist.
That shit at the same
That was
time.
absolutely racist.
Can you swim?
The shock
You
and all.
can't even
He
swim.
can swim. What?
They're evolving.
He can get water in his hair?
I didn't even think about
I
it.
didn't even think about that.
Nah, but my dad he liked 90210, and my mom was you in the argument. She was like, "No, I am not naming my son Troy Harvey Jr." And he was like, "All right, well, what about the
Troy?
dude on?" Yeah, my
There's
dad's
so
name is
many
Troy.
Troys in the field.
Exactly, and Harveys. That's
Yeah.
I mean, parents know fucking better, but it's very distinct. They don't expect to see me when they hear Dylan Perrin, so it's like, "Ha, tricked you." But nah, so he liked 90210, so I got my from. What's his name? He recently passed not too long ago.
The guy that played Dylan.
Dylan, yes. He played Dylan on 90210. Something Perry.
Yeah. Matthew Perry.
Matthew, that's your guy.
Is it? No.
It is Matthew Perry.
Is it Matthew Perry?
I think it is.
No, I think that's the guy from Friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh shit. I don't know.
The guy from Archie.
Matthew Perry is from Friends.
Yeah.
What?
The guy from Archie that died.
Yeah,
Dad.
Riverdale.
Riverdale.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, what is his name?
Because you were so
That was
sad.
another Dilfy.
But that was who played Dylan on 90210.
Gotcha.
Super white show. My dad's darker than fucking CharleeSummer.
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry. That's what it is.
I said that.
You said man, nigga.
Hey man, I watched 90210 man.
Wait, my mind went to
with
Matthew
your
Perry.
dad?
Yeah.
God damn, how old am I? And how old are you? And how old is your dad?
I'm 29. I make 30 in September. My dad's gonna be 50 in November.
Charlie.
We probably was around the same time watching. God damn it!
So, Charlie,
What?
anything you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
I'm watching 90210. I watched 90210 with his paw.
They was checking the TV guide at the same time.
Like when it was hot. Like,
oh yeah, that was the fucking
you're
show.
Dylan.
Yeah.
I never watched it.
What do I have to say? Oh,
Movie
man.
promotion.
See where they could find you.
Is the
Man.
show coming back?
You can find me in the club.
Bottle full of buzz.
No.
See, now I'm still that one.
You can find me on Facebook at CharleeSummer on Facebook and on
2 E's.
CharleeE on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram, CharleeSummer, CharleeE. You
And
can find me on YouTube.
I was about to say, tell
Summer
them
TV.
where to find your movies, the names of your movies.
CharleeSummer TV.
You're
See,
still
I'm
one
not
of our
good at this
biggest
stuff, man.
You were
help
still
me
one of
out.
our biggest interviews, man. So you got to put yourself out there.
Wait, man, if you go on Stay at Home, a person says, "I'm here from the Hangover podcast,"
Get the fuck out of here.
well, you got to go through 706 goddamn
comments.
Yep, they were there
Cool.
from the Hangover podcast.
That's dope.
Yep. So yeah, CharleeSummer TV, CharleeSummer TV on YouTube, and check out None of Your Business. Stay at home, and the F word.
The one that rhymes with maggot.
It means a bundle of sticks.
But and you said you got something coming, The Stranger.
The Strangers.
Is it going to be anything like the movie The Strangers?
No.
That'd be cool.
No.
But me and Turtle get a part in it.
It's a you guys can definitely get a part in it. It's going
Fuck
to be
you,
about
Joe.
yeah.
You don't get to be in a movie.
He's a
I
49ers
realized
fan.
I never said what it was about. It's about a guy that's down on his luck, and he's faced with
A box.
leaving out the box, right? His wife give him an ultimatum: you leave out of this house, don't you bring your ass back. And he goes to the bar and he drinks a lot, and he meets a stranger that convinces him to do the unthinkable: kill his wife.
Sky, you get to be the
Wait,
wife.
that's it? Just go kill your wife? That's it?
You gotta watch the movie.
Oh, okay.
That's a small synopsis, dog. You gotta.
I was about to say, like, there, he's faced with the ultimate decision: kill his wife.
And that's it. The decision.
Wait. What else is there? No, that's it.
The decision was to leave out the house. If you leave out this house, don't you come back.
That was the
He
decision.
made a decision.
That was the decision.
And now it begins to spiral.
And now,
And
your
heels.
Your wife is a problem. What are you going to do about it? Cut her off. Heels.
Heels.
Heels is a cop drama. With my man Scott gonna be in it. Gonna be playing a detective in Heels about women detectives in New Orleans solving crimes.
I'm going to be a woman detective. Oh, sorry.
Solving crimes and their personal problems at the same time.
Hey.
That's Heels.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. As always, thank you for your support. And if you enjoy the show, please rate and review on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever else you listen. By the way, keep up them Spotify ratings. According to Mr. TRTL, we have gotten up there a little bit, haven't we?
Yeah, man, we've finally reached up into the high 20s. So I will appreciate for all 20s of you that have listened through Spotify. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your uncle, tell your grandma, tell your grandpa. Cousins and all them. We in this bitch.
We was actually in Walmart today. Yesterday.
This morning.
This morning.
It was this morning.
It was
You
this
messaged
morning.
about it.
Walking a fucking one random aisle, and some guy makes eye contact with me, and I'm like, does he look familiar? Or is he just staring at me? So I did a little thing where I went, and he went, "Are you Scott?" And I went, "Yes, I am." He goes, "I'm listening to you right now." I went, "Shut the fuck up." And he didn't know, seriously.
Right.
Pulled out his phone and showed it, the Hangover podcast. And I'm like, get the fuck like that. And I had this moment, I don't know what to say.
Right.
I'm like, bro,
You were shocked as shit.
I'm like, that's so cool, bro. Thank you. Like, I almost went, "Do you want a picture?" And I was like, "No, it's weird. Don't be that guy.
Don't do
Don't be that guy."
You were more excited than he were.
Yes.
That's
That
you
was
was
actually really cool.
You was trying not to be a fanboy over yourself.
Yes. Somebody's fucking listening to me.
That's a beautiful thing, man. It's a
Mr.
beautiful thing.
TRTL.
Let's act like I've been here before.
You can find me on IG at TRTL__. Also on TikTok under the same moniker. On Twitter at 2RedLose. Make sure you're doing your twos right. All other social media is TRTL.
I've always wanted a black guy to call me that. Thank you.
You're welcome, my nigga.
Ms. Nikki P.
My Instagram is NIKKI
Crooked letter I. I'm sorry.
NP.
I
I'm
can
pretty
never
sure it's
resist.
that on everything. If you can spell my last name, you can find me on Facebook.
Boom.
It's
According to most people.
When they try. But you can find us on Facebook, Instagram.
Instagram. It's a new app. We're working on it with Mark Zuckerberg.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to us at the Hangover Podcast or on Twitter at the _Hangover Pod. You can call and leave us a voicemail on hangoverpod.com.
Hey.
No just hangoverpod.com. Unfortunately, when I bought the domain name, I checked to see if thehangoverpod.com was available. It was. So then I checked to see if hangoverpod.com was available. It was. So I bought that one, not the other one. So you have to go on hangoverpod.com. And we're actually currently working on the merch. It's coming.
We got a lot of legal stuff we got to work out we didn't realize. So
stop shooting up graduations and there won't be guidelines. Jada Pinkett, nobody wants to fucking hear you talk about the slap. Leave Chris Rock alone. Y'all have done enough. T.I., very disappointed in you, my G.
Your son got duck lips.
Versus Amber Heard is over. And men won today. Men too, ladies and gentlemen. Men too. Monique, shut your stupid ass up.
Big hefty head ass.
This is the Hangover Podcast.
Can I end off with a song?
Go for it. This is the Hangover Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book. It's reading rainbow. Okay.